What is up everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another episode of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. My name is Miles Rowe and in today's video we will be discussing how you can go for absolutely nothing to having everything you need to be prepared for the Season 3 Reloaded. So with that being said guys, let's have a quick look at where everything starts. So we have a fresh operator, 0 containment levels, and the first thing we need to look at is the weapon. In my case right now, I would suggest going with the Minibak. It's a weapon that probably most of you have leveled up fully. It's a weapon that everyone is familiar with. And then you pair it with decoy grenades and a thermite. Now in this way the combo gets quite interesting, and having the decoy grenades help you to advance in certain situations without being noticed. Then for the field upgrade, just choose whatever you guys feel comfortable with. I personally go with the energy mine, and that's pretty much everything that you would need. So without being too long, we're gonna jump straight into the game and work ourselves up to the tier 3 area. Hopefully if we're lucky enough and find the sigil, we'll jump into the Elder or the Dark Ether as well. If not, we'll probably just exfil at the end of the game and make the most of what we can. But with that being said, let's just crack on. I think I've heard an orb. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's jump and do this. So usually these orbs, guys, help you with getting some essence. Sometimes they also drop some tools in the zone 1s or tier 1s, sorry. Tends to drop like a green or blue tool, but then again it helps because if you're just going in with nothing, it's just something that adds some extra power to the weapon. So the plan, guys, just to give you a quick summary, it will be to do a few missions into tier 1, advance to a point where we can pack-a-punch the weapon to level 1, then go into the tier 2 area, find the loot that we need in terms of backpack and a free plate armor vest, and then once we pack-a-punch the weapon to level 2, we'll be able to go into the tier 3. So in essence, that's pretty much the blueprint of our plan, and I think what we should do is to complete one of these mercenary camps, get the key card, get the green free plate vest from there, and potentially if we do get at least 2 self revives, do the Warlord as well. But as you can see, the reason I choose the Minibak, it's a weapon that is actually really reliable. So I'm not sure if you guys have played with it, but he performs really well against the Mercenaries too. So it's not one of those weapons that is good only on zombies. I'm not sure if you guys ever came across that, but that's generally what kind of drew me to the Minibak. So I would suggest playing with it. It's a really good, reliable weapon, really good mobility, and once pack-a-punched, it gives you a fair amount of bullets to play with. Okay, so here the activity is completed. Let's quickly get the key card. So we got 2 plates vest, which is not bad. And then we'll move on now. Also guys, do not forget, loot, loot, loot. Try to open as many cashier points, as many boxes, as many backpacks, whatever you guys find that is lootable, try to open it. You never know what you come across, and it goes without saying that you could certainly save yourself a lot of time just by looting things. Now once you do have some money, and once you're kind of prepared, you could get a depth perception, which really helps, and that's something that I would recommend to anyone. It just makes your kind of looting experience a lot easier. So just get the bounty out of the way, and then we'll be able to go and get the mercenary camp. So we have to run a bit, but it's fine. It's still manageable, even for non-packer punched weapon. So okay, and this should be it. Perfect, so we've got a blue tool and a self-revive. So this would already have increased the efficiency of the weapon, so that kind of makes things easier. So let's just knock into the stronghold and get ourselves the best. Great, go Juggernaut, awesome. Let's quickly get rid of the guys in the heli. So recently, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this, my throwing there was really bad, but not that. Oh, there you go, free plate vest just out of the box, awesome. But the mercenaries have been fairly dormant. So in some cases, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this, but look at that. They don't even shoot at you. They pretend that you're not even there. So I'm not sure if this is anything to do with the Season 3 Reloaded and whether, you know, the new schematic is kind of messing things around a bit. But I just thought it was really weird. I've noticed this previously in another game, but then this game I've definitely come to a conclusion this might actually happen, because it's actually quite bizarre. So you guys will see later as well what will happen. But we'll get rid of the helicopter now again, try to take away as much as possible. Yeah, and look at that, just walked by me. Same with these guys. I mean, this is really weird. I'm not sure if anyone else had experienced this, but I'm sure that it's something to do with the new schematic. Probably some testing there had gone wrong, and yeah, in some instances they completely ignore you. But can't complain, it did made our mission a bit easier. So there we go, we've got the key card as well. So let's see if we can do another contract nearby. So that kind of helped, and you know, just bear in mind when you do this, you're kind of guaranteed to start with the free plate armor vest, and as in our case, to find like a legendary gas mask as well. And you know, straight away you saved basically almost 20,000 essence, which otherwise you'd have had to spend into buying it. So you know, it does take a bit of time to do it, by all means. I'm not arguing that, but equally, you know, it's free to grab, and everyone should try having the same approach. Okay, let's get that ammo mode as well. Cool, it's not too far from us, so we're probably just gonna sprint it. Might as well just get a car so we have it near us.
Time to go.
You are approaching one cranky tango. Just make sure it ends up dead.
Yeah, so it should make things a bit easier now that it's with the blue tool. Come buddy, come downstairs. Yeah, so it's already chunking loads of health of the mimic, so yeah, there we go. Made a huge difference. Great, then we go level 1 Pack-a-Punch crystal as well. And great, we are good to go into tier 2 now, guys. So I'm just thinking, because we have the Juggernaut and we do have the Stronghold key card, we might as well just jump into doing the Warlord now. It's probably the best timing to do it, I guess, and it's guaranteed to get your wonder weapon as well. So if you do get to this stage, make sure you have 1 or 2 self revives, but if you definitely have the Juggernaut, it's by all means the best way to kind of go and take out quick. But on the way, I'm also stopping to check if we could find ourselves a large backpack. That area tends to always allow you to find that, and it's definitely one of those spots that I will first check on the map before doing anything. If not, there's a few other spots, and as soon as you get into a tier 3 area, you would guaranteed find something there. So let's just start here, see if we can find that. If not, we'll go and do the Warlord and then continue our mission. Yeah, and always here you do tend to get cargo mission as well spawned, so it's worth the journey either way. So there you go, 3 plate armor vest, 2 plate medium backpack, great, another medium, another medium, okay, so it might not be our run here where we can find anything. Which is absolutely fine. But it's worth checking, guys, either way. In my case, 8 out of 10 times or 9 out of 10 times I always found a large backpack. I have to say this time around we had the 3 plate armor vest. Sometimes you find both, so it's just worth checking, you know, if you're nearby, and if you're lucky enough to find both, even better. Right, so let's go and get rid of the Warlord. This is also another nice thing that they've added recently, where after you kill the Warlord, it's guaranteed that you get a wonder weapon. Now, with the wonder weapons, I think one of the wonder weapons that helps you the most is definitely the Scorcher, especially when you do a run like ours. It just helps you to kind of move around quicker. But it goes without saying that any other wonder weapon, it's you know, well usable, and it's just gonna make your game a lot easier, right? So yeah, it's just a guaranteed way of getting it. Okay, so again, You guys see what I meant with the mercenaries? They just completely ignore you. Look at this guy. It's just sat there. It's definitely gonna make things a lot easier for us, so I'm just gonna quickly move in. But even without, it would still make things a lot easier. And once you're next to him, you just, you know, completely delete him quite quickly. Yeah, look at that. Like all of them, they just completely stunned. Okay, so we've got a Wonder Waffle, which is not bad. Probably not going to use it because I think we won't need it, but it's definitely a good wonder weapon for you guys to use. Once packer punched once or twice, it does make a huge difference, and it's a really good contendant. Right, so let's just quickly get out of here. And we'll just crack on and do that cargo contract which was nearby, and just continue our mission really. Okay, so this is where the decoys are coming into play, guys. In tier 2 and tier 3 as well, I would say before you pack a punch your weapon and you're kind of confident with the damage it does, use your decoy when you do your cargo mission. It's just gonna drag all the attention away and just gives you enough time to go in the vehicle and crack on. So yeah, just be wise with them, use them when needed. Obviously refillables, and sometimes the petrol station do have the ammo refill station as well, so just be, you know, aware of this, because it's a nice quick and safe way to always make sure that you have enough in your stash. Right, so this seems to go fairly smoothly so far. It definitely helps when you kind of have an idea. Oh, another juggernaut, excellent. It definitely works when you kind of set a plan and you stick to it. And I think now, because everyone is kind of super involved into tier 3, it's actually working in your favor if you're new to the game, because you can just easily go and do any contract in the tier 1 and tier 2 area, so you won't necessarily have to worry that something is not available. So yeah, it's a good time if you're deciding to, you know, grow your stash.
Hijack this shipment. I want a 5-finger discount on those Terminus guns.
Okay, so again, pop a decoy. This is gonna take them away. Probably another thing to mention with the decoys, try not to throw them just in front of the gate, because then you drive into them and you're gonna take some damage. So try to throw it as far away as possible from the garage, and then of course they'll run towards it.
Call for pickup. I'm at rendezvous. Ready waiting.
Okay, and that's it. Let's see what our reward is. Nice, so we've got that shot, which definitely is going to help in the tier 2, and a monkey bomb, which we're going to keep for later in case we are going into the dark ether. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm obviously looking forward to the new update, so I hope you guys are too. But looking forward to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think it's the most expected thing that you guys are looking forward to? Probably for me is just the stash increase and the fact that we can reduce the cooldown. I think the schematics are okay, but equally I think those two main things are what I'm the most excited about. So if you could let me know what you guys are excited about as well, that would be great. Okay, so I hate when the mimic spawns in this building, and it happened in one of the games that this was also where the Warlord was, so it was not accessible, so I had to cancel the mission. But overall it's a great building for looting here, so if you happen to come here before anyone else, you'll definitely find some really good stuff. Found the depth perception as well, so with this is that just gonna help making the looting better. So there you go, awkward lift silence. Let's play it up. But this is the build, guys. I'm not sure if you tried that already, but it's such a good weapon, so fun to use, and it's just so so efficient. I wouldn't recommend it enough to people. So yeah, cool. Let's see where the mimic is. No, we can hear him. No, there is a body. We're probably going to take advantage of this spot. But I do feel a bit like those guys that were taking lunch on a skyscraper. Not sure if you guys remember them. I put the picture on the top right. But it just feels like that being here on the edge. Okay, so you see, guys, even with the Pack-a-Punch level 1 and blue ether tool, it's still gonna make quite a bit of damage into the tier 2 area, so you should be absolutely fine with this weapon. Especially if the mimic ignores you, you'll be absolutely fine. So let's see if we can find anything else. Oh, the third circuit for the turret. It's amazing. Sometimes you just look for those things and you never find them, and sometimes you just find loads of them. And today seems to be one of those games. There you go, another one. That would have been the fourth one we've found. Okay, and I think we should head off from here and see if we can find another bounty. There we go.
Herrera here. I could use a biosample from that ugly troublemaker I just tagged for you. Copy?
Okay, another mimic, so this should go fairly quick.
I'll get him.
Now the Casimir, let's replace it with one of the circuits. The Casimirs are absolutely amazing in the Dark Kiefer, so as well, if you guys need to go there, recommend to stack up a few of them just to, you know, make sure you always have them with you. Okay, so let's get this mimic done as well. I think it's, oh, there it is in this building. It's playing hide and seek, so it's definitely awake now. Okay, so we should be nearly done. Perfect. And a nuke not to get disturbed. And there we go, we've also got the backpack. So we are all set in terms of gear. Now let's just advance towards our plan. Let's pack a punch the weapon and then let's head over to the tier 3. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Great, so we've got Mangler, and I think from where the location is, hopefully we'll have a pack-a-punch machine there as well. Now, this is another spot which I would recommend you guys to check. It's not guaranteed to always have it, but it's I've found it a couple of times, and that's the backpack as well as the free plate armor vest. So yeah, suggest doing that when you have a moment. And now let's carry on with our mission. So yeah, we've got a pack-a-punch machine here, which is great. And we've got the mangler here. We should be able to take him down quite quickly. I think we're just going to run out of bullets, which is unfortunate. Okay. Well, I think we definitely have to pack a punch now. Okay, now we will be even quicker to finish him off. There we go. Cool. So also guys, another thing which I always recommend are the ammo modes. For me personally, the best ones are the Shatter Blast, the one that we're running right now, or the Napalm Burst. Now the reason Napalm Burst it's a good one as well, it's because if you're fighting a Mega Abomination or Mangler, it's where you deal the most damage. But then the Shatter Blast, it's somehow similar to the Napalm Burst, but it does causes damages to all the bounties that you're doing in game, as well as the zombies. So yeah, these are definitely my favorite ammo modes, but equally all of them are pretty decent. Brain Root, it's also a really good one, but then if you do get the Elemental Pop perk, you'll be seeing that these are randomly handed to you as you're shooting the gun. So yeah, just be mindful. One to always run on the weapon, and one which is random that you get with the Elemental Pop. Okay, so now we've got the weapon up to the level 3 Pack-a-Punch, and we could comfortably move around the tier 3 now too. Okay, so I think right now we will be struggling to get some contracts. I do hope they'll fix this in the Season 3 Reloaded, because it is pretty annoying, but you know, we can't really do much about it. So we just have to, you know, be active, and as soon as something gets spawned, to go for it. There you go. So bounty mission. Let's go. Seems like the other guys are not going for it, so perfect. Yes, we've got a Disciple, which is not the best, but I'm sure we'll get rid of him quite quickly. So I left the Bloodborne. I'm sure they won't mind if I borrow it. Okay, so I think we should get rid of him pretty quickly. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most annoying things about the Disciples. The fact that they just completely disappear through buildings, and they regain their health quite quickly as well. So it's the annoying part about them. Yes, I think this is the best solution for now, guys. We're gonna have to use our Juggernaut. We don't have any more self-revives either, so rather than risking it, better to play safe. Especially when that Mega came, that concerned me, but they're gonna disappear now. Okay, so we've got an epic tool which we can use now, so that's gonna help making the weapon even better. Let's put it on now. Okay, let's see where is the next bounty gonna respawn. Great, go deliver cargo. Let's go. This is an easy one to do. I would have suggested at the beginning of the video, guys, to always go for the deliver cargo mission from the get-go without anything on you. It's extremely easy to do when you have your decoys, but given that nowadays a lot of people have the Scorcher, everyone has the Scorcher schematic, people from the get-go will go directly for this mission. So yeah, there you go, a backpack there. So you see, that's why I was mentioning, as soon as you're in the tier 3 area, it's guaranteed to find all these items. So do not worry if you cannot obtain them before you come here. Just make sure you've got your weapon pack-a punch, then you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so again, the decoy really helped. It's taken away some of the zombies, and now we can carry on. I really hope we can find the Seijo, at least in this, where we can also go into the Dark Ether, or at least, you know, just get some more contracts done, and hopefully help you guys feel a bit more comfortable with your next 0 to hero game. Okay, well, we're halfway there with the perks, so it's not too bad. I think we've got the ones that I would normally recommend, so at least we don't have to buy them. Okay, let's see if we can get this contract before anyone else. Okay, nearly, oh, and it's gone. Yeah, that's pretty much every game now, guys, in the tier 3. It's pretty annoying, but who knows, maybe this will get changed soon. I do understand the element of, cooldown until something else pops up. It makes sense, but I do think that because the area itself is quite small, having, 50 players here, it generally doesn't help not being able to have a quicker response. So yeah, I do hope this is going to be addressed fairly soon, because it starts becoming pretty frustrating. But on this note, if you guys haven't already, please check my one of my latest videos in which I have done a run only in tier 3, and we've managed to do 18 contracts. So that's pretty fun. I did have a scorcher which made things easier, but it's a good watch. So if you guys do want, I will left the link in this video now. Cool, let's go to a buying station. Let's get ourselves another self revive, because we don't have any, and see if we can get another bounty in the meantime. Okay, so we've got a bounty there. Hopefully we can reach it. No, no, another person just, yeah, just go ahead. Great. So you see, guys, this is what I mean. It is no fun when this happens. Again, as the stash increase and as the cooldown period for the schematics, I hope this will be addressed, because it will be a lifesaver for everyone. So let's hope we can get to this bounty in the meantime. But yeah. So on another note, guys, I think it's definitely something that we are looking forward as a community. The stash increase, it's amazing. Even if it's only with just 10, it's 10 more than we have now, so that's amazing. But equally, what else I'm looking forward to, it's what's the next meta. Usually with all these releases, with all these updates, there will always be a weapon that no one paid attention to, and out of a sudden becomes like the best weapon to use. So I'm looking forward to that, because I feel like everyone is waiting to see what's gonna be the next thing that people play with. It happened that when the Renetti conversion kit came out, people were just absolutely stunned by it. It was an absolute amazing choice, and it still is, don't get me wrong. But it would be good to see another one that will shine up. Okay, so we've got Mangler. Let's see what happens. Usually Manglers are quite good with dropping a sigil, so let's hope this is gonna happen. Oh, great. Let's just run for it.
Stay frosty, people. there, right, Soap?
Okay, so take him up here. This is a really good tree, guys, for pretty much most of the bounties, other than the disciple. It would work pretty well. If it's a mega abomination, it's great, because you're fairly high up. It's gonna start shooting the lasers very quickly. You only have to keep an eye on the zombies that will come your way, but a mimic and the mangler will have to basically climb another building in order to climb to this building. So you'll be able to keep an eye on them, deal with some damage, and in this way, you know, you kind of avoid like those powerful shots from them. So as you see, this is what's happening. He's going to jump now here, but then we can avoid him and jump back on this building. Then come back here. So basically just try to do this. Movement is key when you're in tier 3, so the more you move, the safer you will be. So, you know, don't worry too much about the area. I think at first everyone was kind of scared about it because it was something new indeed. But now, you know, everyone is kind of, yeah, just another part of the map. Okay, so the termites will help with him. And there we go, it's all done. It's no sigil, unfortunately. And thinking whether we have time to do another contract and see if we have another bounty, because the bounties are the ones which tend to have the higher sigil rate. Well, the guess is quite far. I think we definitely have time. We could probably actually do 2 more contracts, so yeah. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, movement is key. This particular spot, again, quite easy. There's actually a fairly higher point where if you're onto the actual dome of the building, you'll be absolutely fine. Zombies will only come one route, so you'll be able to see all of them all the time. But if you choose to stay indoors like I am now, just make sure you move and you'll be absolutely fine. So as you can see, also the Minibak does some really good damage. It's definitely a good option. I think when it's paired with the dead shot, an ammo mode, and epic or legendary rarity tool, it just becomes a really good contendant. So this spot works really well when you do your Outlast contract. On the raid weapon stash doesn't really work that well because you have to be somehow above or very close by the actual safe in order for the drilling to resume quicker. So yeah, if you want things to move faster, you have to be close by. Okay, so the gas is still a bit away from us. Okay, so nearly there. Yeah, excellent. Let's see. Okay, no sigil, but then another epic tool and a backpack. So again, guys, if you do worry about not having a large rucksack, there you go, you can find it easily in the tier 3. Okay, so let's just do one more bounty. Let's hope we can get a sigil. If not, we'll just continue with our exfil and we'll call it a game. The good thing is that, as you guys can see, from absolutely nothing you can build everything up. You can build a really good stash that you can take with you in the Dark Ether if you get the sigil, or you can just prepare this operator for the next game. So you don't have to kind of worry about the gas mask, the 3-plate vest, the large rucksack. You would have all of this set up already. So I hope this kind of helps you guys to navigate the game now. I'm sure that there's many methods out there that people would recommend, but this is what I would usually do if I'll have to level up an operator. And as you guys have seen, it's quite easy also to get in the way of a warlord. In my opinion, the legacy warlord and the one that was launched in season 2 are the hardest. Season 2 reloaded, it's actually pretty easy to deal with. So if you do have the Juggernaut, it definitely helps you get over the mission fairly quick, and you don't have to worry that you'll get downed or that you're solo. So these are kind of tips that I hope will help anyone. I appreciate that people do not necessarily play in teams zombies anymore, or don't have necessarily a close team that they play with. So if you're a solo player, these are definitely tips that they should help you kind of navigate the game, as stress-free as possible. So this disciple annoys me. This is a lot more active than the previous one, but this also kind of worries me a bit, because it seems that the new boss in the season 3 reloaded Dark Ether mission is going to be a disciple, so that's going to be an interesting fight, and I do hope we'll be able to take him down quite quickly. Okay, so now we don't have any more self-revives. I hope we'll be able to kill him before the gas comes, because then he becomes fairly invincible, and all in time to also exfil. So let's see if doing the damage from here helps. Okay, so 2 termites definitely will drain his health. Perfect. Okay, so not a lot left, but if he drains us, he's gonna regain all of that. And I think this should be it, guys. Close enough. Perfect. Damn it. Okay, so no sigil, guys. We haven't been lucky enough to find one, but at least we found a couple of epic tools. So if you don't have any of that, it's good loot to extract with. We also got a few perks, so as well a few things that you guys could extract with, as well as some special tactical weapons that you can have in your stash. Now with those, if you equip one, you'll be able to exfil with one, but anything else that you have in your stash will disappear, so just be mindful of it. It's one of those things that if you know you're gonna exfil at the end of the game, don't, you know, get your backpack full of those items, and try to focus on things that you can bring back in the game. So I think this exfil is gonna be pretty busy, so again, as mentioned earlier, we're just gonna have to move as much as possible and make sure we are not sitting ducks here.
Eyes up. Energy mine going down.
Good thing is it's a pack-a-punch level 3 weapon in a tier 2 area, so the damage and the general crowd control, it's a lot better than in the tier 3, so at least, you know, we don't have this to worry about. Okay, so it's our helicopter. Let's throw off some decoys. This is going to be a fairly straightforward one. But there we have it, guys. This is all for today. I think this was a helpful video for you guys. If so, please do leave your comment in the section down below. And if there's anything else that you guys would like to see, or anything that you would like covered in this topic on my channel, please do let me know in the comment section below as well. With that being said, thanks so much for watching, thanks for your support, and see you in the next video soon.